This podcast is a member of the Place to Be Nation family. Visit us at placetobenation.com, the only place to be in your pop culture world.
All right, welcome everybody here on Stream Lounge. Andy Atherton here with Tim Slomka. Slomka, how am I saying?
Slomka, close enough. No one knows. I actually don't know myself. So.
Believe me, my last name has been butchered for years. So
yeah,
there's
200 Slomkas in the U.S., so it's not a common name. So.
Yeah, not that many Athertons either, but I've got Atherton, Axington. Yeah, it's so weird, but yeah. So welcome, Tim. Appreciate you coming here and doing this, and we are. If you're listening later on platform, this is part of Blockbuster Rewatch, where we are watching Batman Returns from 1992. Tim, before we get the movie started, just a moment. We're both watching on HBO Max here on StreamLabs. What do you? Where does this rank for you in terms of Batman films?
I watched it over Christmas holiday. It's such a hard one, I think, to put in the rankings.
Okay.
It's definitely not as good as the last three, the Christopher Nolan ones. I don't think it's as good as the first Tim Burton Batman,
wow.
But I think it's ahead of the obviously Batman and Robin and Batman Forever. So I think it's a good movie, but definitely has some issues along the way, and definitely a deep departure from what the first Batman had been. What about you?
I really enjoy this movie. So it's a lot of fun. I think the casting is so phenomenal. And
definitely.
Yeah,
yes.
So let's get into the movie because it's a little over 2 hours. So let's get into it and we'll talk as we go. So I'm gonna hit that play button. In 3,
Sounds great.
2, 1. Okay, so. In terms of controls here on Stream Lounge, you see a couple of sliders. The one on your left, that controls the volume.
Okay.
And the one on the right is your balance. So do you want to hear the movie audio louder or you want to hear me louder?
Okay.
Depends on which way you want to go.
Got it, okay.
All right. So we start off here in the Cobblepot house. I do love the look, and we got the great Paul Rubens here. Cast is turns out to be Penguin's father.
Yes.
We hadn't seen him outside of being Pee-wee at this moment in time in 1992.
Yeah, definitely he's a Tim Burton, friend of the family, just like, Johnny Depp and the other, kind of friend of the family of Tim Burton's. You kind of get into all these movies. He's one of those guys.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember who the actress is that plays the mother, because I know there's a reason for her as well. That there's so I got IMDb up. I'm gonna call it. So that's Diane Salinger, and she plays Simone in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I knew there was a Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yep, there had to be some connection. Yeah, a lot of these characters have been in multiple of his movies.
Mm-hmm. They're both no way, and they got this
Cage.
Yeah. Now, are you a comics guy?
Not really. I never got into them, but definitely Batman was my go-to action hero. Right? I was never Superman. It was always Batman.
Yeah.
The original TV movie show from the '60s,
Adam West,
and then Adam West, and then these movies. Right? Like I was all over these movies growing up. So, but never a comic guy. I really probably owned 5 comics.
Same
in my
with
life,
me, and
right?
I do a comics pod now.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I just never got into it. So, and there he goes, tossed into the water.
Yeah, I saw it because I was just asking if you knew if this was somewhat comics accurate in terms of what happens here with Penguin.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's fine.
Never really got into it. Yeah, I just never got into like those backstories. Even huge Star Wars fans, and never got into. I was kind of one of those people that's whatever happened in the movies. That's that's reality to me.
I don't. Yeah, I never.
A little bit more.
I never really read the books. I do have a book that I have to get back from Chris Crollo that I lent like 2-3 years ago. So it's all about side stories. Tales across the galaxies. It's all about side characters. like
Okay.
little stories on that. But yeah, I don't see. I do like Penguin, and love Burgess Meredith, his portrayal of the Penguin on the original
Yes.
Batman show.
I mean, I think DeVito here does a great job as a deranged Penguin, right? I think he does a great job. Similar to they treat Heath Ledger later as the Joker, right? They treat him more as deranged characters, where in the show, especially the M. West show, they weren't deranged, right? They were just evil '60s Bond villains, right?
More cartoonish.
More cartoonish and more what you think of like Russian 007 villains, right?
Yeah.
These are more deranged individuals that happen to have various reasons for this, and here him hatred of his parents and hatred of being a firstborn son, right? Like that's really his motive.
Yeah.
Compared to world domination like others.
Yeah. Watching this, I did see this in theaters. I was about 19, 20 when this came out. So
okay.
I do remember seeing this and I never read comics. But Penguin was interesting. I always thought it was such a really good pairing of villains in this, because it's really hard to follow Jack Nicholson as the Joker. I mean, that is as great as Heath Ledger is. Jack's my Joker.
Yeah, I agree.
Way they get all over me. Yeah, I just Keithy and I watched it a few weeks ago actually on here.
Yeah,
still holds up.
It's great. Yeah, I watched it a couple weeks ago too. I was trying to do that pod with you. I just couldn't make it work and with the family. But yeah, that movie still holds up. It's a great background movie. As far as you don't have to pay attention anymore. I've seen it 100 times, but it's got great action scenes, great music. I mean, really, something I think misses in here was the music. Right, the music of the first Batman is Prince, an all-time album that he has on there. This one doesn't have the songs. Definitely a darker tone to it, but. Doesn't have that type of Prince influence. Yeah,
the first one is definitely more cartoonish.
Yes,
this is definitely a much darker movie, so to speak. And,
definitely.
Who doesn't love penguins too? We get these. They're CG penguins too. Some of the penguins are real, but
they're so cute too.
The great Stan Winston. Involvement here. 33 years later, I find it hard to believe that the Penguin we see is only 33 years old. Right?
Yeah, tough life, hard life.
Yeah, living hard. And I do love Gotham too. This dark and all the dark tones, like the colors. Nothing bright about Gotham City.
Well, the only thing is the winter aspect of it, right? It's a very Christmas. I would say they got the snow. They have a lot of scenes with holiday. This isn't one of those like holiday movies that people think of, right? Always the argument about is Die Hard a holiday movie? I always watch this around Christmas time just because it's got a lot of Christmas influence, but everything else is dark, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is most amount of color we get here is this Christmas tree here in the Ice Queen or Ice Princess, whatever she is. Just the way, something about Tim Burton too is that in the way he frames this is how kind of like Jaws, so to speak, where you don't see the shark for so long, and that was by accident, really. But what happened? We lost them. So, all right, we'll keep going. So, Penguin, yeah. I mean, we get Alfred here doing the groceries.
All right, can you hear me again?
Yeah, I can hear you again. You dropped for a second. That's okay.
I went away.
You dismissed the paperboy, basically. We got Shrek's department store.
Yes.
What I was saying was in Jaws, they had to adapt and not show the shark in here. I love how you all know who it is,
right? Yeah.
But the fact that we don't see him for a little bit is so great. And then Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, amazing casting, and one of my first loves of my life.
Oh,
right, I was only 8 or 10, but this was one of those it girls, and just kind of it was a great casting of sexuality with Batman too, right? But being the villain, right? Different than what they had for Kim Basinger in the first one, right?
Yeah, well, Kim Basinger was like the
goody two shoe, yeah.
The damsel in distress, the love interest. I mean, she is the love interest, but she's also an anti-hero.
Yes,
which is so great, and she has I guess you could say, has a heel turn and a face turn all in the same movie,
multiple times. I feel like multiple times too.
Yeah. And then,
in this movie,
of course, the great. I'm gonna butcher you with bad Christopher Walken impressions, but Christopher Walken as Max Schrek is so great.
Yeah, he's a great villain. Adds the creepiness factor of it, of the way he treats her, and his son is very, very well done.
We have a housebroken, Miss Kyle.
Yeah,
that's pretty.
Yeah, you were saying how you went to see it. I was probably 10 when I saw this, and my dad took me, and I just remember afterward him being like, "Wow, that was a dark movie." I mean, that's what you kind of get, but like, my dad was definitely like, "I can't believe I just took like my 8 to 10-year-old kid." I think I went with my brothers, and my dad was definitely like, "Oops, I probably should have not taken them to it." Yeah. I imagine this is probably a PG-13. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah. I was in love with her since Grease 2. I know it is PG-13, by the way.
It had to be, yeah. It's definitely a darker film, on that.
Amazing that all these years later, she shows up back in a superhero movie as the original Wasp.
Yes.
And we got this young Arnold Schwarzenegger clone, basically, as Max Schreck's son, Chip.
Chip, yes, a great name. But it's a great name for like the son. I think it's just a great. The way he treats him too is it's kind of funny too. Just like daddy's little boy, definitely syndrome on that. So,
and Schrek, Max Schrek, who is the people love this guy, but he's such an asshole, such a bad guy. Really, is he the true villain of the movie?
Yeah, and what's interesting is, kind of compared to that, like they talk about Bruce, a lot of the other movies is Wayne kind of runs the town, like the Wayne family runs all the town. This one, they kind of put it that Wayne really doesn't run the town. This guy kind of does, or maybe he's trying to take over it. Yeah. Right. All the other movies is pretty clearly like Wayne Enterprises is the downtown hotel. The transit was, bought by Wayne Enterprises. Like this one, they kind of don't shy away from that. Like Bruce Wayne just seems like another millionaire in this episode.
Yeah, well, it's like I guess he's like a millionaire that stays in the shadows. Like he doesn't want to be in the public life.
Yes, which is just different from the way they treated him in other Batmans, right? Like he's always out and about, right? Always throwing fundraisers or whatever, right? He's always there. And this one, Bruce Wayne's really not that figure.
Yep. And Miss Kyle with her first another mistake.
Yes,
she seems like she just can't get out of her own way.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it seems a little much to what he does to her in a little bit for what she did. Like, it definitely feels like a little bit too much for her.
It's kind of almost a mob hit, though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, definitely, yeah. I'm watching Narcos and right now, and you pretty much do anything wrong and you get axed. So
yeah, you see the wrong thing and you're
you're done. Yeah, you and your family are gone. So
yeah, and
there he is, the first glimpse.
It's a very Rockefeller Center looking place too.
Yes,
the way they kind of frame it.
Yes, yeah, very, very much so. The sets are beautiful in this one, but they use a lot less sets, right? I feel like the other one is definitely with Batman, right? With the amount of sets they use, right? As far as the power plant and some of the other things, the art museum here, a lot of the scenes are right around this town hall, right?
Yeah.
Rockefeller Center. There's a lot of scenes in this. It's a beautiful set though, with the Christmas stuff. Like you said, very dark, but you have the lights the only thing light is everything Christmas, right? That's the only thing light in here.
And this gang here we got here.
Yes, they creeped me out. I think still kind of do. They're kind of like fake clowns. They're kind of.
It's like the evil circus, basically.
Yeah.
And there's actually a few recognizable actors too in this crew. You've got Vincent Schiavelli right there. Who, if anybody who's seen like Fast Times at Ridgemont High, he was one of the teachers in the movie. He's been in so many things. And the kind of the way it's kind of they're also very organized.
Yes.
With the way they do things.
Yeah, I mean the plot of it's a little confusing of what they kind of want a little bit here from the villains. Like it's not, normally it's just like take over the world. Like Penguin definitely has a different type of view of this. So
yeah.
I think that's one thing that's a little confusing in this movie for sure.
There
it is, Bat Signal, classic views. I mean, there's some classic moments from this movie, compared to the second one, and I think the franchise in general. Definitely the more advanced tools of Batman, I think, in this one are definitely, compared to the first movie, are definitely shown.
Yeah, they definitely stepped it up a notch here.
Yep.
Oh,
there he goes.
Carl, run to the chopper now, down. Now, did they change the Batmobile at all design for this one?
I think this one's about the same.
Yeah.
The Batman Forever definitely took a different turn. But this one, I'm pretty sure is
Schumacher. Unless we talk about the Schumacher ones, the better off we are.
Well, I sometimes got to bring it up, but yes, I think Batman or Burton took, for the most part, most of the similar stuff. Like he didn't go too far changing the design.
Yeah.
On stuff, right? The suit's the same pretty much.
That's messed up right there. Just destroying a teddy bear.
Destroying toys, yeah.
That's not cool.
Yeah, you could see
we get thrown into the action really quickly with him too.
Yes. Yeah, suit's kind of the same, and the Batmobiles, maybe probably some upgrades or a different version of it, but pretty close to the same.
Well, we see like a couple of more, new kind of tricks or gadgets from the Batmobile in this one. I love though how he just kind of just gets in there and just
starts taking them out.
Gives no shits basically. Just wants to take them out. There's always one villain, like one henchman that you always want to see, like get it. And this is him. It's like in Pirates of the Caribbean, the one guy that's throwing the bombs.
Yes,
you couldn't wait for him.
And I think in the first Batman, it's the guy that does the crazy nunchucks, the crazy blade, and then Batman just kicks him and kills him. Like he's like, I'll just take him out. Enough for your fanciness. But great scene here with the snow on the ground. I think it just definitely adds a different flavor to this one.
Yeah, such great set. It's just the design and the environment. Oh, he just messes them up. He doesn't even like flinch. Like so little effort here. Did I? Boom.
Yeah, it's a great move. Obviously, similar to how the movie ends with the taser, right? Yeah. Where she's got the taser in him. So definitely setting that up for the end, kind of similar scene there with the end of the movie.
I love the little kick she gives the guy too.
Yeah. She did it, yeah.
He's like, I got it. No time for flirting here, lady.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, she's not wearing the most flattering clothes either. No. A lot of brown, long dress, compared to what she is later in the movie. Yeah. Definitely not her best look for this right now.
Yeah, it takes a lot to make Michelle Pfeiffer look nevishy.
Well, I think they do a good job of that, right? Yeah. If she was just like the hot smoking blonde, like I think that would be terrible. They kind of make her kind of doofus, like you could mention. She keeps messing up, and she's kind of doesn't look that great, right? I think they did a good job of that for this role.
I like that. She gets the taser and kind of likes it. Pat Hingle returns as Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, they bring back some, right? Alfred's back and he's back, but no Harvey Dent. I can't think of who the other guy is that's kind of the lieutenant or whatever that's in the other movie. I can't think of who that is, but they don't bring him back. So they bring back some pieces, but not all of them, right? Yeah. And no Knox is a reporter, so definitely some shit. And there he goes.
Into the zoo, basically.
In the zoo.
They got any good zoos out there in Chicago?
Well, there's a really nice free zoo, which is crazy. That's down. It's called Lincoln Park Zoo. It's right on the lakefront. It's a beautiful,
Nice.
it's very small but beautiful zoo. So we love taking the kids there just to kind of hang out. And then we have a really nice Brookfield Zoo that you have like all that you pay for, that has all the the dolphin shows and things like the big giraffe lot. So yeah, there's two really good zoos. But yeah, the Lincoln Park Zoo is something, just the area around it. It's right on the lakefront. They basically on the lakefront. It's like a, I don't know, quarter mile that's free of buildings. So it's just a beautiful parks and a little river going through. It's amazing time. Now, not right now, but once it gets to like June through November is amazing. And there's Danny DeVito as the star of the Penguin, feeding his penguins.
Yeah, such a great makeup job too. Like very, very unrecognizable, so to speak. Like,
yes,
I mean, body wise, it's Danny DeVito.
Yes. Right? Well, he has good acting, right? He's kind of always crotched. They mess with his hands, and he's always kind of leaning to the side. He's never straight up. So
doing a lot with his nose.
Yep.
Yeah,
with his nose. His nose is elongated. I'm pretty sure. I think that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's his normal nose.
No, that's not Danny.
Right. That's pretty too large. His teeth are messed up. So
it's like the hair. Yeah.
Yep. Long hair. Yep.
I love his array of
guns, yeah.
Of, all of his different umbrellas here. A flamethrower umbrella.
The knife, yeah.
Over here we have in Connecticut we have a small zoo, the Beardsley Zoo. I haven't been there in a long time, but it's nice. It's all right. But I mean, I grew up not far from the Bronx Zoo.
Yeah.
So lots of visits there.
Oh yeah, I have not been there, but I mean, I think at least in the U.S., it's the San Diego Zoo that's the ultimate.
I was there when I was like 6, I think.
Okay, yeah. I mean, just beautiful as far as they not only is the zoo big, but the landscape around there. There's huge parks around there, which I think adds to a zoo versus sometimes they're like right in the middle of a commercial district. It's like, well, this doesn't feel natural. Or San Diego Zoo feels like, okay, you're in a wildlife area. So
I've always wanted to go to the one in Washington D.C. because the pandas.
The pandas, yeah. San Diego's got the pandas. Like that's where I spent most of my time was watching the pandas. Like they just literally sit there and eat bamboo all day. Like it's just crazy. They just sit cross-legged and just sit there eating bamboo all day. It's just crazy.
So we got we get Penguin's the two of them basically use each other.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is a lot of exposition, right? Let's meet each other, but tell each other the plots of why we're both, insane or mad, which again happens in movies a lot. But
yes, well, it's not forced though. That's the thing. It's not forced.
No, yeah. Well, it's their first introduction to each other too, right? So it's not like, hey, they're randomly having a conversation. Let's just bring this up out of nowhere, right? Hey, I'm going to introduce you to me, and this is why I'm doing it. So it's good. It gives you a background of his lair, right? The really cool set design with the lair. Obviously, the penguins are amazing. Love them. Love the actual penguins. So. That looks gross. Yes. Whatever that is.
And they both will have dirt on each other. It's really just at a second to dump the other, they will.
Oh yeah. I mean that's classic thing on villains, right? They always kind of go that way, but you could just tell these both guys have wrong motives, right, of what they're trying to do. I think it really shows later when everyone kind of abandons Penguin, right? Like, when he tries to go on this next plot, first the fat clown calls him out for it, right? And he's like, hey, you're kind of being an ass. And then later when he goes to have everyone help him, everyone bails on the Penguin. So I think it just shows their motives are pretty evil and not with everyone else's interests.
And very resourceful, the Penguin here with getting all those shredded documents and basically killing his old partner.
Yes. Yes, it's interesting that Max also thinks he could use him, right, to win the election and be the new mayor. It's interesting how quickly Max kind of comes to that conclusion.
Has him in his pocket, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We get it's now a famous TikTok that a lot of girls are doing these days too. Honey, I'm home. Oh yeah.
Oh.
I'm not married. We
don't have TikTok, so I'm not cool enough to know what that is.
People send me TikToks.
Yes, I get them. I created the app.
Don't know what to do with them.
Yeah, I forgot my login, so I get the TikTok. Like someone might send me one, and then I don't know how to open it, so just lost forever.
And really get a glimpse into how kind of sad Selina's life really is. Single, living in a kind of a one studio crappy apartment.
Studio-ish, yeah, crap apartment. She has no kind of style. I mean, I know it's tough to judge because it's the 90s, but even this room that she's her sewing room, right? Like they do a good job of not making her out like the hot, assistant that you think of like that would work at a law firm or something like that, right? Yeah. She got the Murphy bread. Mm-hmm. She's got kind of the hello there, kind of gross. She's messy. Like she's got kind of nothing going for her. They do a good job of setting up her character.
Yeah, message from her mom. Guy breaking up with her on her answering machine, no less. That's messed up.
Big mistake for that guy.
Oh, yeah. All the stuffed animals everywhere, too.
Yeah. Just nothing likable about her. Just messy and, kind of no type of like organization to her place, and definitely doesn't look like she's doing that well financially. Like just kind of they make her seem like kind of down on the dumps, which is good job on them.
It makes it a hot mess. Like there are red flags everywhere.
Yes, definitely, yeah. And obviously making a ton of mistakes at work. So,
definitely doesn't. She left her stuff on message. That's how ditzy she is. And then, going through the files, what is wrong with her? That would scare the shit out of me if somebody did that to me.
Yeah. What's she going back for? I can't remember.
She had to get some kind of notes or something for his meeting, I think.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's super creepy here. Great acting, but extra creepy.
Yeah. See, I guess maybe that's where people got that from. Hey, give us the name of your childhood pet. Don't admit to the shit you saw, Selina.
Yeah, right. I know. Crime rule number one. You kind of mentioned mob hit number one, right? Don't say what you actually know.
Yeah.
Just giving herself a grave.
Yeah. Don't say you got into the protected files. I mean, come on, Selina. Oh boy.
Yeah, just great acting here on the creepiness.
Yeah. A little foreshadowing here with all the cat references.
Yeah. Did she have a cat in her place? I can't remember if they showed it.
She had.
Okay, yeah. She poured the milk for it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was about to say, I thought they did that, and I just couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Now I'm allergic to cats, so I hate them.
Oh,
so
I have one who he may pop up here.
I was about to say, I thought I saw a tail.
Yeah, technically my daughter's cat, but I've always had cats, so I have a dog.
Yeah, I heard the dog. I thought I saw a cat tail.
Yeah. He's big though. He's part Mancoon, so he's a big boy. Nice.
Yeah, I'm allergic to cats, so it's definitely not my favorite animal in the world. Definitely have a hard time being around him.
It makes it seem like he's gonna make a pass at her. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's kind of doing the joking, like I was just kidding. So, the perfect guy to play this type of this part right now, because it's just this is the way you think he would be.
Wow.
As a real human, yeah.
And
like you said, Bob hits.
It just does. Boom! Just pushes her out the. Like it kind of comes out of nowhere. Like this guy would do this. Like in this, obviously it's got to be like really late at night. So.
Yeah. There's a cat.
Amazingly, all those she breaks her fall for the most part, where she doesn't end up like Serena Mush.
Yeah.
And then, like, what are we trying? What are we like? Is she getting like the power of a cat now from all?
Yeah, this is a bit much. I think. Yeah. Is the city overrun by cats? A very similar scene to the way the Joker ends the last one too. Yeah. I'm sure it was probably shot similar. Mm-hmm. The way the Joker fell off the roof last time, but
did they have them like kind of like biting at her fingers and everything?
Well, it makes it seem like the city's overrun by cats. I think a little much here on the.
Well, I can guarantee piece. Gotham probably does not have a rat problem.
Right? Yeah, this is true.
That's
gross. Yeah.
Or like, is she like getting infected with the
cat disease? Yeah.
Cat serum, catness.
Yeah, I think a little much on that scene.
Like almost like she's like a zombie now, infected with cat disease.
Well, this is great right here. Like this whole scene where this is better. I think the cat part was a little much, but this is great. Where she's like, I don't care what happened, and I'm gonna lose myself. Like this is a great scene.
Well, she's acting like a cat, man. Just they're all about themselves, man.
Yeah.
There's dogs and cats. Dogs need you. They need you to take them out and everything. Cats just go in the box and whatever. You call a dog, he'll usually come. Cat will look at you and like get back to you when it's their convenience.
When it's there, yeah.
Just down that milk, make those bones strong there.
Yeah, great framing of that too. The house, it's got the metal frame going through it, so you can tell this is just the dump apartments, right?
I've never noticed that actually. Wow.
Which is this looks like a very typical like New York type low rent. They try to go a little bit off New York City, but this apartment definitely has a New York City view to it.
Yeah.
Destroying
nowadays this would go for how much money?
God, yeah. And just the destruction, right? Kind of losing my.
Why is she trying to stuff these poor stuffed animals down the drain with her garbage disposal here? That's gonna clog it up.
Yeah.
Oof. She just wants to destroy shit now.
Yeah.
God, sheesh. Cat's just like, what are you doing, man?
This crazy woman, yeah. Get me away from her.
Oh, that one looks like my Toulouse.
Yeah, I mean, just there's like 7 or 8 cats now in this place. So Gotham is being overrun by cats. Right now.
Yeah, I had an orange and white cat. He passed away 2 years ago. He was 20.
Okay.
So he lived a long life.
That's a long life for a cat, yeah.
Yeah, lived a couple of years past he should have, but he's named after the cat from the Aristocats, actually.
Okay. Now destroying black spray paint, so losing all the color. Everything was very pink before. Now it's all.
Obviously, he does like a dollhouse in her spare time.
Yes. Well, she had like a sewing, station and a doll. Just very weird girl, right?
Good thing she's crafty, or else
Well, they did set that up, right? They did set up that she had the sewing machine earlier, so at least when you walk through her place, you can make it make this make sense. So
yeah, because you just can't get Catwoman costumes anywhere.
yes.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if Michelle Pfeiffer knew how to sew, or she had to, kind of learn for the part. Method acting. Belvedere. I think that's a good one. Yeah, she's like possessed. Quite the bunch of tools she's got here. You're like, what is she like? Like how the neon light changed here.
Yeah. But again, this a little bit much on the cats.
Yeah.
This,
well, she is Catwoman too.
I know, but they don't need 30 of them. I think it's definitely a little much.
We have the day after the big to do here, and actually, and it's funny, they have something like just a statue just like that, kind of almost like Atlas.
Yes.
In Rockefeller Plaza.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got to be designed. I'm sure a lot of these things, if you took New York apart, you could probably find a lot of these things are symbolism.
I believe Gotham is supposed to be New York. Metropolis is supposed to be Chicago.
Right. Yep.
The city that was in Supergirl, that is supposed to be Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're back.
Stealing the babies, firstborns.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because the Heath Ledger Batman was filmed all in Chicago. So like when I watch it, it's like, oh, that's nothing New York. This is 1,000% Chicago. They didn't do the best job of hiding where they were. Here, this is clearly all set design, right? Like, no, this stuff is a real city. They set designed this all real sets, no CGI, no, not many map paintings yet, right? I think very few map paintings so far. Everything's been a set. We
get this ginormous rubber duck here. It's coming out,
which I love. I mean, that's one of the things of I think this movie is this the duck, right? Is a symbol of this movie.
Everybody's like, "What is this
creature
coming from the sewers here?" Looks like a giant peanut M&M with legs.
Yes, gross shirts,
holding the baby. And he's like, "Don't look at me, I'm hideous."
And there's Max for the save.
It's just right there.
Just happens, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Happens to be there. We got Bruce Wayne watching on his big screen, and
for the time, for the big screen,
Alfred decorating the tree. These TV, we had one at post college. They're so heavy, it's crazy. We lived like a world like that where you just had those TVs that were, impossible to move.
I remember the TV I had in my living room how many years ago? Just having to, when you move, it's like, oh my god,
damn
TV up and down.
And kind of now given his plea to the world.
Don't look at me like that.
Yeah.
I just want my mom and dad. Got Alfred decorating a tree by himself. Even got Bruce Wayne sympathy, but then he sees.
I was about to say he got good sympathetic there.
Then he sees Schrek there, and he's like,
I don't like this. Yeah.
Yeah, this can't be good.
Now, was that the first scene of Bruce Wayne? That's the first appearance of him, right?
Well, no, we saw him when the bat signal.
Oh yeah, right. You're right.
But he hadn't spoken yet.
He hadn't spoken yet. I mean, obviously we saw Batman, but kind of unusual there that you kind of get compared to the first movie where Bruce Wayne's in there most of the first half of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
In the second half, he's Batman.
I love how it says Hall of Records.
Very clear. Yeah, very clearly make it to everyone know what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, secret mission though, right?
Yeah. He's got his monocle there, very signature. He's writing with a quill pen, no less.
Quill pen, yes. Classic. When I went to Italy, I got myself like it doesn't have the quill on the end, but that type of pen, right? That, of course, I was like, oh, I'm going to use this all the time. I've never used it.
No, it's there for decoration.
Yeah, it's on my office desk. It's just like, hey, one day I will sign something with this that means something, but never have.
Yeah, I'm watching Deadwood right now.
Okay.
And when watching how they use the pens and everything.
And of course, just like the first one, Batman or Bruce Wayne's serious into research mode, right? He becomes trying to figure out what's going on. The first one, with Jack Nicholson trying to figure out his chemistry components. So most of Batman's job is research, it seems like.
Yeah, it was microfiche almost. I don't know. I'm not into cold soups. You like cold soup?
No, not at all.
Vichyssoise?
No.
What was the gazpacho's another good famous cold soup?
Yeah, no.
A buddy of mine got hooked on cold soups for a while. It's a weird topic to talk about. Yes, we were on a cruise and every night he kept ordering cold soups. I said, "Digging those cold soups?" He goes, "Yeah, they're good."
No, I love wintertime soups. One of my favorites. But I love soup. Tomato bisque is up there. Lobster bisque. Anytime you get anything or anything seafood bisque.
Where are you in New England or Manhattan or a Rhode Island even clam chowder fan?
Oh, I don't like clam chowder.
Oh,
no clam chowder.
Okay, we have some over here every at late September called Chowder Fest.
Chowder Fest, okay.
Being in New England, yeah. And
yes, you have to.
And it's not just chowder though. It's all these different soups, and there's literally like 40 something of them. And it's like $20, and each one they give you a little thing like this. I mean, you get so full just eating all these little shooters of shrimp soup all day.
Well, I mean, I love broccoli cheddar, and that's a pretty thick. I mean, that type of soup is pretty thick, right? So, like, even though it has a lot, it's a pretty thick, soup that you can get pretty full up pretty quickly. So.
Yeah, Trader Joe's has some really good ones. They have this tomato feta soup. Oh, so good.
Yep, I know exactly. I was at Trader Joe's today. I know exactly what you're talking about. Didn't get it today because I'm definitely a huge soup guy during the winter. I'm trying to feel like winter's over. I know it's not officially, but so I'm like, all right, I'm done with soups.
Yeah. You don't need something to warm your bones up.
Anymore, yes. Does. And we got the Penguin going to visit his parents' grave sites.
Mm-hmm. Well, the music really adds to the scene too here.
Yes, and again, dark. Like you kind of mentioned, everything's very dark here. Mm-hmm. It's like the sun's never shown in this town. Dark.
The framing with the mist and the way the light's shining down.
I mean, Burton definitely lays out. Say one thing about his movies. He definitely lays out a lot of his scenes for the visual he wants to see. Doesn't always, sometimes doesn't give the best.
Doesn't always translate, to everybody else.
Everyone translate, but he kind of lays these out. He's very methodical in his setting and his, like you mentioned, lighting and here with the mist, he's definitely trying to portray stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the common restraint for this movie is always, it's just too dark. It's not kid friendly. It's not comic-y. A lot of that comes through.
Yeah.
Because of Burton's kind of characteristics.
Yeah, I remember going to see Batman vs. Superman, and it was like, that was, what a cluster that was.
Yeah, I've not seen that just because of all the negative press. Like, that's one of those movies where it was the press was so negative that I've never gone to see it.
Yeah, our former host here on the Pop, the Hard Traveling Fanboys, they were not fans of that, but they said the extended cut is a much better film.
Okay.
Zack Snyder just know. I've gone on about Zack Snyder on a lot of podcasts, how not the right guy for this kind of stuff, but nobody thought Tim Burton was, and he surprised a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, people didn't like Michael Keaton either as Batman, right? There was a lot of negative a lot of negative press back in the day for Keaton being Batman. Turn up the volume a little bit to hear what he's saying here.
So he's revealing that his parents, he comes from a well-to-do family. So trying to garner even more sympathy. Sympathy.
Yep.
Sorry.
You got some great. See, there's some great music here in the movie, but again, kind of compared to the first one, you don't have the classic Prince. Who do you trust? And those songs that are so intangible to the first one. That's kind of missing, but the music here is great. That was very 1920s-esque. Extra, get it right here. Music to go along with Penguin Forgives Parents.
For a second, they make you think that's Batman, but we got our first appearance of Catwoman here.
Sexy Catwoman. That's great outfits. Kind of cleaned herself up from the face too. Like she's got a lot of makeup on compared to when she was just Selina Kyle. So,
oof, it just messes a guy up.
Yep, there's her blue eyes, red lipstick.
Oh, she gives her a little lecture after she saves her.
Yep. There's Bruce Wayne just walking through town.
Yeah, like every other billionaire.
Billionaire, yep, by himself. Yep, just walking through town. No limo, nothing. Great suit there by Max too.
Oh yeah,
pinstripe. His hair is amazing too in this. Even his shoes, the black and white shoes. You gotta be gutsy to wear that. You have a lot of guts to wear that type of outfit.
Yeah. It's not the best place for two people to have a conversation. You got to toss a contract or whatever.
But Bruce kind of saying, hey, he doesn't trust Max a little bit here.
Muhammad Schrek. Oh boy. Can't prove it yet, but
this too. If my assistant was here.
And she's looking a little different here. The hair down, a little crazy.
Yep, crazy. Shirt kind of open a little bit.
The bandage on the head. Definitely new attitude too. Max is probably the only time in the movie he's kind of speechless. Well, facts thinking by Max there. He's dead now. I love that. Definitely some flirtation here too.
Oh, definitely, yes.
takes him by the arm.
Yeah, definitely very, very flirtatious here. Chip, just a great name.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
Hey.
Guy's real tough, huh?
Tough guy, yep.
Tough guy throwing women out windows. Sheesh. God, I can't believe Penguin doesn't have carpal tunnel by now.
Yeah.
That's a lot of writing he's doing here.
He's got a plan.
Yeah. Can't have anybody else doing that for you. The leg work, your boss.
It puts him way up in the top attic of his office.
Mm-hmm.
Crappy. The desk is really nice. The rest of it's not.
Yeah, and the gang just sits there. Creepy dog woman. Definitely scares him, but then he appeals to his animalistic nature, I guess.
Oh, this is gross right here.
Trying to figure out
fish.
I think that's a trout.
It's disgusting.
You're not a fish fan, huh?
I love fish, but this raw, like him eating it is just disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a huge fish fan.
You don't like sushi?
I actually don't like sushi.
I love sushi. I have it almost
every other
week.
Fish. What? You have sushi?
I have sushi almost every week. So
yeah, yeah, salmon, shrimp, lobster, crab, all of it I love. But
now he's eating it. Actually, I think that might be salmon. Actually,
it's got the pinkish too to it. Yeah,
salmon or trout, definitely.
I think a trout. It looks from the outside, but yeah, gross, whatever it is. And then a standing ovation for.
Yeah, we talked about Trader Joe's. I buy frozen fish from them all the time. The like fillets, you can just frost them, put them in a pan, boom, done. I buy catfish a lot too.
Catfish is great.
Nice
catfish is good.
Literally, all I do is I coat it with Old Bay, put it in a cast iron, and cook it like a steak. Beautiful, simple, clean, healthy.
Yeah, I mean it's good for you. You know, as long as you don't put too much seasoning on it, it's good for you.
Yeah.
It's, fills you up. Fish could be expensive though. I mean, that's one thing about fish. Oh, this is.
I love Jan hooks.
Yes. It's like heavy breathing too.
Voters like fingers, not like can I just take your fish?
Yeah, not a good idea.
This guy with the big hair there,
big glasses, big hair.
He was I don't know the actor's name on top of my head, but I remember him as one of Jason Bateman's friends on the Hogan Family.
Okay,
that's where I knew him from, and when this movie came out.
And Max seems so.
See, now this is more gross than the fish to me. What happens here? Oh. Oh, God, right on the nose.
Well, it's one of those things where Max was so proud of him, his new guy, and then DeVito shows or the Penguin shows his real colors. that outfit is gross, too.
I know.
Cannibalism there. Oh.
He's like, you got to behave, dude.
Come on, you can't bite people.
Jan Hooks is an underrated hottie back in these days.
Yes, definitely early 90s. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
SNL fame and.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, passed away young, like in her 50s, I think.
Yes.
see, one of the problems I had with is Batman and Robin was, Catwoman and Penguin, they don't exactly have the same agenda, but they could work together. I never got how Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy could be united because they have conflicting ideologies.
Yes.
It
was a poor decision.
Mm-hmm. I didn't mind the Riddler and Two-Face together. I didn't. I love Tommy Lee Jones. I hated the makeup on him.
Okay, too cartoony.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit of a stretch. It was okay. I mean, I think also that fourth movie, right? It was like, well, what villains have we used yet, right? And they kind of got stuck to that. So it was like, well, I better put Poison Ivy in and Freeze. I mean, it was a movie a disaster to begin with, but
yeah, there were rumors of a fifth movie in production, and the villains were supposed to be Scarecrow and Poison Ivy.
Okay,
not Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn. Sorry. And the rumor, I mentioned this on the Batman one too, to Keithy, was that Jeff Goldblum for Scarecrow and Madonna for Harley Quinn.
Oh, okay.
And we're trying to get Jack Nicholson to be in it in dream sequences.
Oh, okay. That would have been crazy.
That would have been. I mean, it's a little too late to make it with those actors, but still.
Yeah.
And we got the evil clown gang.
Which kind of makes sense. They went with Scarecrow on the first Batman Begins, right? They went right to Scarecrow right away there.
Yeah.
Kind of not reusing villains right away.
Yeah. Well, the point, the plot of the movie was supposed to be he preyed on Batman's biggest fear, which was the Joker.
Yes.
I do dig this fight, the fight scene here with Batman taking on the I forgot what they're called. Because Bruce Wayne named them the Red something gang.
Red Circle Gang, I think, or Red Triangle. Maybe it's Red Triangle.
Yeah, Red Triangle.
Red Triangle. It was a shape. I knew.
Oh boy.
Bazooka. Yeah.
Bazooka. Nunchucks. There you go. Swords, and then she's just standing with this
the Chihuahua poodle. Yeah. And this is where the more he's got more
gadgets
in the first movie, right? This is definitely something new.
And the dog just takes that air, and she's like, "Yeah,
that's my superpower."
Yeah. I guess it was kind of like Yondu's arrow a little bit.
Yes.
We get the giant cat, which is, I guess, the mascot of Shrek's department store.
Yeah, definitely very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Logo. I don't know what she's going to. Can't remember what she's going to get.
She's going to
the whips.
Mess the place up.
Oh yeah, I couldn't remember this scene.
Yeah.
Like I said, yeah, definitely. This has been the past 4 or 5 years. This has been one of my Christmas movies.
Okay.
So
let's get that whip work down there, rivaling Indiana Jones here. And she just, I'm just gonna
jump roping.
A little jump rope there.
Yep.
Yeah, I need
get that
spare cash here.
Now we got the classic old befuddled security guards.
Mm-hmm. All right. Like I ain't getting shot for this place.
Yeah, I'm mall security. This is way above my pay grades.
Take whatever you want. I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
He finds I love it. He
just walking around with a bomb. It's amazing.
There's a big boy here. Uh-oh. That's going to ruin your day. Ooh. Ugh, fat guy guts everywhere. Just so we all know, that's gas. All right, kids.
Don't do this.
You don't put aerosol cans in the microwave.
Yes.
It'll be bad.
Very, very. Yep.
Mm-hmm. We get our first meeting between the two of them.
It's a lot more proper too now. He's in his Sunday best now, the Penguin.
Yes.
Right. He's got to have his onesie. He's got his little vest on, his tie, top hats.
Yeah. We get
looking good.
One of the classic lines of the whole movie here. The approach. Right here. I love that. Danny DeVito has always been underrated as an actor. No,
now the third wheel.
Mm-hmm. Quite the entrance here. What? That's gonna ruin your day, huh? It's got all these skills all of a sudden.
Well, yeah, there seems like there could have been a better way to leave than doing that.
Yeah. She's like, becomes an expert at martial arts or fighting, and then she
rock climbing, wall climbing. And there's one of Penguin's umbrellas we talked about earlier.
Yeah, it's gonna have a like powerful motor to get him up there.
Yeah. Again, great music in the background too for some of these scenes. This movie has a ton. I think of Tim Burton, right? He always has background movie music happening the whole time. Another, classic one of mine that I love around Halloween is Beetlejuice. Yes. Always watch that every year. In that movie, there's maybe 10 minutes of non-music, right? Like the music's constantly in the background. I don't know about Pee-wee as much, if the music's going on as much. I haven't watched that one in a while, but definitely, I mean, one of my wife's favorite movies is Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean, that movie, the music's playing the entire time.
Yes.
So definitely a thing about
great
Tim
soundtrack.
Burton. Yes, Tim Burton's constantly having background music to help facilitate the scenes.
Oof! I don't know what exactly he hit her with.
Like blue gel or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Saves her though.
Yeah. Well, there's long-standing relationship in the comics and everything between the two of them, and even in the cartoons.
Yep, and they replay it, here, and they also play it in the final Batman, right? With I can't think of her name. Who's in there? Who's the Catwoman?
Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, they play it up there a little bit too.
I never actually saw the Halle Berry one.
I have not watched that one. I think I watched like 20 minutes of it. I was like, are we seriously watching this? And so I gave up.
Went into a trucker cat litter.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I can go deal with my dog for 2 seconds. So I'll be back.
So she lands in the big truck of kitty litter here. That's her uniform. They both have some definite battle wounds here from their little fight. She gets her costume ripped a little bit, and then he's got a tear here with one of her so-called claws. Yeah, definitely need that. He's got to upgrade his suit a little bit to give himself a little more protection over there on the side. We get Oswald proper here. Yeah, now he's laying down the gauntlet here, Penguin. Oh, shooting a shot. As he's going to be take out the mayor. Oh,
Sorry about that. My dog was scratching to come in here, and
okay, it's fine.
Now he's joining me.
Cool.
So,
hope he likes the movie.
let's see, Ted, do you want to join?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to join.
He's gonna enjoy putting
like
that button on that young girl there. She's like, yeah, okay. He's like, okay, gotta go.
Soaking it up.
Yeah. Have you watched the Harley Quinn cartoon on HBO Max?
I have not.
All right. Forewarning, it's not for kids.
Okay.
It is not for kids, one iota. My almost 16-year-old has watched it, and I didn't know that I had to answer some questions about some things.
Oh, okay.
I get the Dad. This happened
my kid
in Harley Quinn, and I don't understand.
Yeah, my kids are luckily 3 and 5, so they're not into this stuff yet.
All right, yeah. There are certain things like I'll recommend. My daughter is going to be 21 soon, and there are things like I'll tell her, like, you can watch this, but we ain't watching it together.
Yeah.
Like, you can watch The Boys, but we're not watching it together. That's a thing, too. If you like superhero type shows, The Boys on Amazon Prime, if you haven't seen it.
Okay.
Another thing, not for kids. Very violent.
Not suitable for kids.
A lot of swearing.
Okay. We're more in this is DeVito going for the kiss almost.
Yeah. Well, after the kids go to bed, didn't watch something.
Yes. Yes. We're more the Disney. We're in that Disney. The Disney.
That doesn't go away
favorite.
though. You know, my son still has an affinity for cars. You know, my daughter popped big time for the live action Little Mermaid trailer. So
okay.
You know, they're still in there. That doesn't go away.
Wait, yeah.
They may try to fight it, but it doesn't go away. Trying to get a united front here. See, the difference here is that with Catwoman and what she's trying to get at Penguin, she's pretty much up front with what she wants.
Yes.
You know, Schrek is playing the game, but he just tells her what she wants.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see.
How do you feel about birds?
Well, my dog, I think, would chase them, so I think I would. I don't know if I want a bird. I want a fish. Yeah. That's what I really want.
My girlfriend hates birds. She's actually I'm afraid of them at times. My father always said having a bird in the house is bad luck.
Yeah. Do you have any or no?
No, I've never had a bird. I have a story about that, but you know, they kind of threatened to take each other's pet out.
Yes. Great acting here is side lay by the Penguin.
Get the little bat signal with his fins here.
Yeah, cool.
Great imagery.
Yep, exactly. Good use of shadow and light there.
Now this here, this is definitely a scene that gets we get the young boys kind of hot and bothered here.
Yes.
Yeah. Catwoman giving herself a bath.
A bath, yeah.
I mean,
great design of the suit too. I mean, the design of the Catwoman suit's kind of like what most people think of the Catwoman suit, right? Is kind of stitched together, kind of half-assed. You know, stitchings everywhere, very black with just a light black leather, shiny leather, right? That's what most people think of when they think of Catwoman.
Oh yeah, definitely
from this movie.
Oh, he's calling him out. There's a trap.
It's a trap, yes. Very definitely. Don't fall for it.
A little startled there, huh?
Our first date?
Yeah. Well, I think this is just running into each other
Oh, okay.
since they had that first meeting at the meeting. He's like, "What? I didn't blow it."
Batman blows it. I love it.
She's pissed off that they said Catwoman's 140 pounds.
Well, that's that's very New York media, right? Those papers, right? Batman blows it. Very Post-esque, New York Post-esque. So definitely trying to play off the New York City vibes there, but pretty funny for a paper to be that forthcoming of it.
He's like, "You kind of got a dark side of it."
About halfway through the movie too, 109 right now out of 206. So far still good, but lots to come in the climax. So there's been some good action scenes so far, and then obviously building, three characters you've never had before, right? In Max, is Max in any of the comics or anything before? No, so you got to establish him, right? He's probably the hardest one. Everyone knows who Penguin is. Catwoman's pretty obvious, but Max takes a while for him. You have to build up. And she's the Princess Girl is so honored to see Cobblepot here, but little does she know this is probably not going to go her way.
She's the Ice Princess here.
Oh, Ice Princess, yes. Sorry,
Christy Conway. She was also in in Time Cop, Doc Hollywood. The last thing she did was Joe Somebody in 2001. Let me get there. Take their first date here.
Yeah.
Oh, she corrects him there.
Yes.
Never call him a secretary.
Yeah. And where this got started from, or if this was common back then, I don't know.
Yeah.
That Batman was the leading cause of that.
That's funny. Sorry about Vicky here.
Yeah, I like it. She never blabs anyone, though, about it, which is kind of crazy.
The two sides of his coin, basically.
Yep.
Don't talk about the acts on the first date there.
Yeah, I know. This is way too much.
That's not good. You always think like, "How did David E. Kelly land her, huh?"
Yeah.
No offense to Mr. Kelly, by all means. But shows that there's hope for regular guys out there.
Yes. And she's still here, plays it well. She's acting like she's very, very dark character.
And then she just lets the moment take her, and then oh boy, this is right where she got him. I love how they keep playing off of that initial fight, where now he's about to get her where he got her.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What? Even Commissioner Gordon is like
he's so quick to. They kind of talked about it earlier. They're so quick to bail on each other, right? And you hear Commissioner Gordon, well, Batman, he must have done it with no real motive, right, to do it.
He's like, it's circumstantial.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, I like how they're both they need to get out of there and try to figure out how.
Yes.
Poor Alfred's in the middle of it too.
Now, why does she need to leave? What's her excuse? She just wants to be part of the action?
Yeah, because I guess she wants to defend the woman. Alfred is so great here. Sonnet.
I'll be back in 1 second. I get my power for my computer. Computer's going to die. Things streaming, so I'll be back in 1 second.
All right.
Oh, but this scene's great with the multiple. This is something different, right? With the multiple bat suits,
Yes.
But they're all the same, right? Compared to kind of some of the other Batmans where they have multiple.
Yeah.
1 second.
And she's got her little crappy car here. Kind of I like the juxtaposition there. He's got all these suits, and he's got this bat cave, and then she's got this little crappy car and her one little homemade suit. And he's like, I'm ready to go. Looking all Batman-esque. The Batmobile here. Like the little security system he has here. Lock it up. I don't know. Should have been done a little bit better, though. So, still going to go ahead.
I think they use the same. I think that was the lockup in the first one of the Bat car. I feel like it was too.
I don't know. I think he did do some remote work in that one.
Yeah, that's right.
Remote driving, but I love that the Six Flags we have here has the Batmobile outside the Batman, the roller coaster.
Yeah, ours does too. It's a great ride.
I've always wanted to go that one. How did they do that? Some computer hacking here in 1992. Whoa, that's pretty high, man. I'd be like, ugh, I don't like heights. Even though I love roller coasters, I don't like heights.
There's the Ice Princess.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a trap again.
Mm-hmm. It's always a trap. Got a Menke causing some trouble here. I'd be like, I don't know what to do here, man. Uh-oh. Eat floor.
A little cheesy there.
Hey, stud. She gets there pretty quick, too, considering, her little crappy car versus the Batmobile.
Yeah.
She's acting like a lion tamer here.
Dude,
the Ice Princess is just a pawn. What is that doohickey right there?
Yeah, some of these contraptions by the clown team are a little ridiculous.
Yeah. The fact that they know how to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
Just leaving her like on the ledge. You gotta let her go. Like, get down. Oh no. Oh, that's not gonna end well.
Why doesn't he save her? He has to
get over there in time.
Well, he's got like ropes all the other times, right? He's got all the other contraptions.
Look at the precision of her landing on the plunger there. Oh. He's down, and then there's a little salt in the wound here. Continuing with the sexual tension here.
Yes.
Got him in a compromised position there. Quite the exchange between the two of them.
7 lives left.
Yeah.
Good.
And she, I can tell a little bit of her blonde hair is peeking out too. Oof. Again with the damn claw into her. She's a little annoyed there. She broke a nail. You got the bat. I don't know if that's an official bat thing he's got, but it's the first time he flies, I guess, that we see. Lock it down.
Lock her back up. Yep. Lock her back up.
Like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, definitely. This is a little cheap matte painting there. Yeah. Beauty and the Beast.
He's got a little champagne up there.
Yeah.
It's messed up. Yeah, you can see Catwoman wasn't looking to kill her.
Yeah.
Where there's a line that she doesn't want to. She tries not to cross. Sometimes she does. Sometimes she,
Right. Well, she. Yeah. I mean, she. He definitely has the evil. We talked about it a little bit already, but he's definitely got the more evilness to him compared to her.
Baby Pig was basically calling Catwoman a cock tease here. Look at how quickly he turns on her, right? It's like that heel tag team turn on each other. Tries to, where is he trying to send her? And then she falls again.
She falls again.
It's like the third time she's had like a major fall. She's a little pissed about it.
That friendship's over.
Yeah, partnership dissolved there. Speaking of cats, what's up, Georgie?
And this is a classic scene.
I love this because these guys are like Batman video game driving game.
Yeah,
I wish they it was really they really should have come out with that a game.
Yeah,
somebody should have been like, let's do one of the sit down riding video games.
Yeah.
In the arcades.
But here comes the mob turning on. The mob turning on Batman. They're chasing after him. But yeah, this scene is great. Like I think this is one of the more memorable scenes of this movie.
Where Batman has no control of it because Penguin is driving it in his little
little bat ride.
Yeah.
And he's having the time of his life. Like this is great acting on Penguin. It would be like a little kid to being told, "Hey, you're taking over the Batmobile," and he's just laughing and.
It's like when you're playing like Crazy Taxi or something.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Or Radmobile. A lot of classic games.
He's just having the time of his life, laughing and just big smile.
I love how they theme it too. This little thing. He's got like almost like a mini Batmobile.
Yes. Yeah. I think it had some. I was trying to catch the words that it had on it, but it had some words on it. It was like Battle Ride or something like that on the actual thing. Just crushing over cars and people. And
I wish you could do that in traffic.
Yeah, it's many a day that wish they could.
And he inserted a CD basically into the back computer in the Batmobile to try to figure out what's going on with it.
Yeah, well, it's again, most of Batman's job is to research stuff. Like he's quick to figure out exactly what he needs to do to fix everything.
I love that thing. Like you see it outside a supermarket or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, little kid. That's what I'm saying. Like this has a scene of a little kid getting to take over. How would the little kid act if he took over the Batmobile? And that's exactly how.
Oh, he's recording. Yeah, he's recording everything.
Yep.
He's saying. Foreign object.
Good idea. And again, kind of you talked about it too. How quickly the people of Gotham, just by one little speech by Cobblepot, they turn on him then too.
People in Gotham are very fickle.
Yes.
He's going for the old lady.
Just found it.
Just in time.
He's like, the hell just happened?
He's like, why isn't it working?
So mad. Just again, like a little kid would.
A petulant child, if you will.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't need to look at your ugly face now. Now he's like, I'm out. It's like, why isn't it working? Oh, that's a pretty cool feature. It shrinks it so we can get through this little alleyway. Ooh, that messes up the cop car. That's almost like a little mini sub. A little hot dog. Oh boy. So many stairs. Now he's trying to give him a little pep talk here.
The crowd of Gotham's all about him. Big signs recall the mayor. Cobblepot means mayor, order.
I'm trying to remember who does the Penguin in Harley Quinn now. Well, spoilers, he's not there anymore. Let's see, who did the voice of Penguin on that? That was...
Here's his big speech. from Penguin as you look that up. About to give his big "I Love Gotham" speech, which might not turn out that well.
Yeah, it was Wayne Knight who did the voice of Penguin and Harley Quinn. Newman himself.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting.
Good for him.
It's not like it's in like what was it like Shakespeare's A Bust of Shakespeare, right, on the Batman show. It's where the button was
yeah.
for the Batcave.
Yep, exactly. That was a great reveal of the button to open it.
Mm-hmm.
Here, the fish tank.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
The crazy sword, or the crazy, I don't know, knife sticking out of him.
Yeah.
Whatever, thorns sticking out, yeah. Mm-hmm. And back to research.
Yeah. Well, he's supposed to be the world's greatest detective, right?
Yeah, I know.
And Alfred, who, on the cartoon, he did stand in for Batman sometimes.
Yes, multiple times. Yeah,
not the cartoon, in the original show. Yeah,
the show. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's definitely in this one. He's more of an assistant, right, to like help Batman on those crimes. So definitely, in the
show, he was a little more of an active participant.
Yeah, and definitely in the one with Morgan Freeman, right? That Alfred's way more.
Oh, yeah, that was Michael Caine.
Involved.
Michael Caine was Alfred on.
Yeah, Michael Caine. Yes, I was trying to think of his
Morgan
name.
Freeman.
I was like, it's Alfred, but obviously they're always Alfred.
Sir, this Master Wade. Not bad for '92 here. It's technology.
Yeah, I was about to say that technology would not. That's not how it would work today on a CD. I couldn't figure out where you would get a CD.
Now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or hey Alexa, play this instead, right?
Uh-oh. Turnabout's fair play here. You framed him, he's framing you. Oh boy. Mm. He's doing a little DJ there, mixing. Alfred's quite pleased. And Max is like, I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah, well, the whole city turns on him, right? I mean, this could have been the you brought it up earlier. It was a great call. This movie's a lot of people, right? People turning on each other multiple times, right? Everyone kind of turns on each other in this movie, which is a good dichotomy of the movie.
Eggs and fruit,
eggs and who brings tomatoes? Lettuce. Who brings lettuce to Meryl?
Somebody gonna go make a salad?
Yeah, on the way. Yes.
Who brings tomatoes to a speech?
Yeah, exactly.
Did he hit anybody? I don't know. Oof. The splash off the top rope there.
Very wrestling move.
And now he's retreating to his original hideout. Yeah, the cops with Stormtrooper aim there.
What's a requirement of any henchman? Any henchman, you have to have terrible aim.
Yeah, he gets to his rubber ducky here.
Again, a classic image from this
I think
movie.
I have one somewhere of one of those. They have one. You can find it in stores. But it's funny. Somebody asked me if I wanted one once, and I said it's not to scale of my rest of my car collection. So no. Quite the OCD nerd, if you will. I do have a Batman hanging out with me though during the thing here back there. This is my I have the Alex Ross collection.
All right.
The
original. There we go.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. I try to when I do superhero stuff. I try to have if I have the figure.
Sorry.
I'm in the opposite of the Elephant Man here.
Yes. The Penguin's losing it. I like his pinstripe suit though. Yeah. His pants similar to the outfit Mac to Schrek. Yep. It's a good set design there. And this is the part where, some of them are starting to roll their eyes at this guy. Like, well, he might be a little bit more crazy than we bargained for.
It's like, now we're going to kidnap all these kids? Like, that's kind of crossing the line here, Penguin.
Never interrupt the supervillain.
Yeah. Ooh, he's like, all right, that's enough of your talk. This guy now, you can't recognize him because he's got all his makeup on, but he's been in a lot of stuff too. Did you see the movie Point Break? Not Point Break. Not Point Break. I get my Patrick Swayze movies. Roadhouse. The one with where he's the bouncer.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yes.
Yeah, he's in that. He's that big, heavy set bouncer at the Double Deuce. He's like, but I just tore up the invitation. I gotta go to.
Make up your minds.
We got Super Freak playing here by the band. It's an interesting mask here at this masquerade ball.
It's a.
Max Schrek is the great Karnak here.
Yeah. A little cheap on the, over the top here of you take off your mask, I'll take off mine, right?
Yeah.
Between all three of them.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these outfits are ridiculous that some of these people are wearing, though. These hats. Very similar. I don't know if you saw the meme from the Oscars, that one woman that wore that like veil, that huge. Yeah. Did you see that picture of her? It's very, very much like she would fit in here. That one guy looks like he's wearing like a plunger on top of his head.
God, my jaw would drop if I saw her like that.
Yeah, she's beautiful in this sequence gown.
What the hell is that? Bear?
A bear head.
Yeah, let's just dance.
Right. Let's go for the slow dance.
That probably went over 8-year-old Tim's head at the time.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
That's probably when your dad was like, oh, okay.
We got to get out of here, yeah.
Don't tell your mom you heard that line.
Yes.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah, just very, very hard on the nose about take off your mask, I want to see who you really are. They've been having this interaction the whole movie though too.
Yeah.
Right, this interaction of trying to figure out who each other really is.
She plays a good crazy chick too. Just takes it out.
Yeah, she's like, I'm done with this. I don't. That's her whole goal of the movie is just to kill Max. She doesn't care.
Well, he tried to kill her. I mean,
right? Oh, I agreed, but she has no ulterior motive where everyone else kind of does, right? Yeah. Schrek, Penguin does, even Batman. She doesn't. She's there to kill him, to Schrek.
She's crying. She's laughing.
Yeah.
Very scary here. But hot and scary.
Yeah, it's very hot.
Yeah. Wait, what? Did they just not say the exact lines to each other?
Yes.
A little while ago, as Batman and Catwoman? I don't want to fight you.
She starts crying.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Business is picking up.
Yes. Another appearance of there's the cat up top.
Mm-hmm.
As my dog decides to rejoin again. So I guess the climax he's ready for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Chip with his crown there.
And there it is again.
Yes.
The giant duck.
The giant duck.
Your firstborns.
Well, he's not wrong there.
Get
right?
juice and dance badly. He's definitely got that right.
Yeah.
Great white dope. Hey.
Yeah, making some good points here. I bet you, because Max probably thinks he could talk, him out of it. That's what it is.
That was good. Good job on him.
Mm-hmm.
You got the cute little penguins too.
Yeah, the cute little penguins with rockets.
Dynamite.
With
dynamite.
And helmets.
Little helmets, little brain controllers.
Mm-hmm. It's a little penguin army here. And like the slow moving duck, and everybody's like watching out here.
Back to the zoo.
Mm-hmm. He's got him in a cage.
But the climax will be pretty much focused on here.
Mm-hmm.
A great cage.
Mm-hmm.
The giant bird cage, but
mm-hmm.
made for a tiger or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So did he just poison like the whole river? Like, how is it called concentrate here? Like, what's happening?
Yeah,
I think the science will lose me, Tim.
Yes. Well, they talk about earlier how Max's power plants are gross, so I think they're just trying to really reinforce that that Max is probably dumping, kind of like Simpsons Mr. Burns with dumping the toxics directly into the water, and you get the three-eyed fish. I think they're kind of giving a similar vibe to that. And here's all the firstborns being stolen into an awesome looking car.
Yeah, it looks like Casey Jr. from Disneyland.
Yes, exactly.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Get the kids loaded already.
Too late. Poor little monkey.
Love the coloring too, with the green hue. Now,
Yeah.
like how are the penguins not like getting affected by this stuff here?
I think he's already been pretty. He's pretty deformed already.
No, I'm talking about the penguins.
Oh, the penguins. I don't know. Guess they're used to it.
I see the monkey. Where's the guy?
This is amazing. Batman got time for jokes.
Yeah.
During the kids' lives are in danger yet.
He's got his own Batman station, the Bat Stationery. We get some performance here. Rallying the troops. And I forgot how many different species of penguin are represented here too.
Okay. No, there's multiple.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was other types, which
Yeah.
makes sense.
Well,
I would have thought there was just one type.
No, you got the big ones are the emperor penguins, and you got the other. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen Happy Feet.
Okay, yeah.
Or this was Happy Feet that had all different ones. I like. If you're gonna now, we're gonna talk about. I'm sounding like Peter Winston. We're gonna talk about favorite penguin species. I always like the rockhopper ones. They're the ones with like the kind of like the feathers like sticking out a little bit on the side.
Okay, yeah.
That Robin Williams voiced in Happy Feet. Or he voiced it like to Jewel, kind of like a with a little bit of an accent.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The music is really cranking up, and I turned it down a little bit. It was getting really loud as they built to this climax.
Yeah.
And the penguin was just shouting the last 2 minutes straight.
Yeah, rallying those troops there.
Rallying the troops up, yep.
And we get the first, the bat, that's the bat boat? What is this?
I don't know what it is, yeah. Yeah, but something new for this movie. Definitely wasn't the first one. There's Alfred working hard.
Yeah, we get the classic theme here.
Yeah. Oh, the cute little penguins.
Imagine looking out your window and just seeing
hundreds.
Penguins.
Also with what do you call it?
Rockets.
You know, rockets taped to their back. And...
Suicide penguins here. He's like, I'm just gonna watching TV. Give me some fish to snack on.
Yeah.
There's a couple, I guess, where they
cool visual.
Yeah, they're
cool
the
visual.
defense penguins, I guess.
Yeah. They knew Batman was coming, I guess.
Okay. Oh, he's eating sardines now, or smelt. It's a creepy voice she's got there, too.
Yeah, it's a great voice, though. It adds to, like, the
penguins are approaching the plaza.
Yeah. Robotic, but she's, like, dressed like she's hot, right?
Yeah.
Like, so it's a great dynamic.
Get that Marie Antoinette fantasy going.
Yes, exactly. But she's got robotic voice. It's a great dynamic. And there's a little chihuahua, too. With her. Close call by Batman here, though.
It's like he's eating popcorn. I love how they put the things on.
The visors or whatever.
Yeah, the little like tracking, whatever, the aiming.
Yeah, aiming beacon. I can't think what you call it, but.
Now they're all coming back here.
Turn to base.
Yeah. Alfred playing the guy in the chair in this movie here.
Yeah.
Guy in a chair. I love that.
Very. Well, he doesn't have Robin yet. He doesn't have his Robin yet to help him out, so he's got to rely on Alfred.
Robin sometimes caused more trouble than he did. No harm, no good.
Oh, yeah. Especially the show. I mean, the show was definitely he got caught way more times than anyone.
Penguin, you're in trouble. Where is it? It's like, oh boy, gotta think faster.
What am I gonna do?
Trying to get the monkey. Looks like the rats are going to start deserting the ship. It looks like they're coming in, and the signal sees the rubber duck. They're all like, "Nope, I think we're out." You're fooked. I like how she just like disappears into the background.
Yes, yeah, great. And the light goes out kind of simultaneously.
Mm-hmm. It's like, uh-oh. It's like, gotta go into off-road mode here. Tires kicking. I guess they have a tracker on this thing here. It's an off-roader. Ooh.
Oh,
the poor drug.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
R.I.P. rubber duck car.
But I definitely think an iconic symbol of this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's like, what are you doing, Penguin? What is that? What's that bleeping? What's that?
Hey.
Just gives him a look like, I got you. Oh.
Hey.
Oh, hey, penguins. What are you guys doing here?
My babies.
Not the best made sword there.
Well, I think this is one part where Batman's a little stupid.
Yeah.
I think he's just have taken him out versus like this trick. Relying on his bats. I think it's a little overkill from Batman.
Yeah.
I think he's just...
Well, he's getting them back for what happened to the Ice Princess.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying I think he could have taken him out without having to do all these...
Bringing
the penguins here to destroy the zoo and stuff. Like, that's a bit much.
Yeah. I can't believe he got the monkey over there.
Yeah.
And penguins in the toxic water there. Oof.
Yeah, he's like this. Like Batman destroyed the zoo, but I don't know if the zoo really did anything wrong. It's like really only the.
Ooh. Oh boy.
Here we go. Yeah.
Like how you get the shot. There's the dead.
Yeah, very well done. Yep. Well done.
Yeah.
The water looks pretty clean there. That looks very. I mean, I know they probably did it for filming.
Yeah.
But it did look very green there. It looked very clear and beautiful water there. Not the toxic, but I'm guessing for filming, you had to make it as clean as possible so you could see.
Like Catwoman's seen better days, huh?
Yeah. Well, Max too. Max, his fancy pinstripe suit, his great hair, that's all kind of ruined right now.
Now she's getting her payback finally.
Yes.
It's like, what? Wait. Here
comes Batman for the save.
It's like, shut up. Oh, there goes the big polar bear. Now we got to stand off here. Huh.
Yeah, he's like, let's go get some.
Yeah, happy little home there. You crazy, but you fine.
Yes.
You think for a second,
She's gonna go for it.
Yeah. They just takes off the mask.
This is a great line from she's the broken girl.
Yeah. But ooh.
This is so good. You're fired.
Fired.
You moron. That's so good. You moron.
Ooh. Right in the bat suit. That's only a 6-shooter, huh? Oh.
Uh-oh.
It's got 2 lives left. Oh. The taser
comes right back. Yep.
Now this is probably the grossest thing in the whole movie.
Yeah,
right? It's a little throwback to when Joker, kills the guy with the joy buzzer.
Yeah.
It's also very Tim Burton in the design of what happens to Max here.
Yeah. Well, the over-the-top power plant's very similar to the way the first Batman had the over-the-top power plant,
It kind of almost looks like the guy his head was shrunk in Beetlejuice.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's definitely.
Oh, Penguin is he's not dead.
It's still alive.
Yet.
This is pretty gross, too.
Yeah.
The black blood and...
Yeah. Ugh. Definitely
a little much, but a good scene.
They're definitely dying from the inside out there.
Yeah. And the kind of sympathetic music playing in the background.
Like with his dying breath, he's trying to get Batman. It's like, where's Selina? That's not Selina. Oh.
She's missing.
Yeah. There were rumors of her coming back if Burton was going to do does a third one.
Well, they showed at the end, kind of. Mm-hmm. Grabs the wrong umbrella.
Like, give me a second.
Okay.
That's it.
Some great music in the background here. Just fabulously big orchestra.
Yeah.
Very simplistic, but big orchestra sound to it.
Mm-hmm. We get the penguin funeral, I guess, so to speak.
Yeah, this is cute. The penguins going back for their guys.
Yeah, kind of the penguin pallbearers here.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I guess, bring them out to sea, so to speak. How I don't know how the penguins feel about the penguin.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a little weird, but it's symbolic and put them to rest.
Uh-huh.
Their leader, they don't understand what he was trying to do. I think so. And they're just proof that he's really dead. I think that scene is added just to really show he's not coming up again.
No, he's done. He's done for this time.
And here's the little flash to, Catwoman, where I think he probably left this scene in here. It's kind of an unnecessary scene, but I think it's there to, like you said, leave that door open if he was going to come back to.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if how close it was for him to come back to do the third one.
Yeah, I know they went with Schumacher for the lighter tone. That's why they went that way.
I mean, I don't completely hate Batman Forever. I actually do like a lot of parts of that movie.
Yeah, there's good parts of it. Yeah, it's not over the top terrible. There's a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah.
But again, the soundtrack is amazing for that.
Oh yeah,
it's great. There's a great Offspring song, "Smash It Up." Not to mention the U2 song and "Kiss from a Rose." But so I think there's a lot of good parts of that.
Yeah.
But it started getting more cartoony, definitely more merchandising for that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I told the story about being at the Warner Brothers store, and they did a thing with Batman Forever there. The big Warner Brothers store that used to be in Manhattan before, in its original location. It was pretty cool, actually. Kind of, yeah, like you said, they leave it open-ended to know that she's not dead.
Yeah. There's something going on.
And maybe she could return.
And Batman still, you can tell Bruce Wayne still has feelings for him, right? That's why he goes to get the cat. So he obviously is heartbroken or intrigued or something, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess he's somewhat comforted, I guess, to know that he thinks she's still alive now.
And Merry Christmas. This is a Christmas movie, you see?
It is. I agree with you.
And
yeah.
Classic music.
Nice little pan up here.
Yeah.
And,
the bat. You knew how it was going to end, right? The bat.
There
she is.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Very, very fun movie.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Tim, for
thank you,
joining me for this. So
no, it's great. Appreciate it.
So this will be up here on Stream Lounge. It stays, and people can come up here and watch it anytime. So we could get people coming in and listening and watching to this, and once it gets released in pod form. So, is there any? I know you host a pod. And you do appear on other pods. Do you have anything you want to promote while you're on here for a second?
I just have the North-South Connection every other Tuesday with JP, Justin Pratt. We do New Gen on a Mission, which is the period of 92 to 97, or Brett and Shaw at Survivor Series 92 to Brett and Shaw at Survivor Series 97. We look back at Raws and Superstars and the pay-per-views. We just finished Royal Rumble 1994, so building our way to WrestleMania 10. So come check us out. It's every other week, every other Tuesday on the North-South Connection. And then I jump on with Ryan Gray as well on the monthly Chronoso that we're doing. So we're now doing that monthly. We just did some Saturday Night's Limited events. And the next one about to drop is Survivor Series 1987. So 2 shows I'm kind of on. And then I drop whenever Ryan needs some help. So I think he's trying to do WrestleMania pods. I'm going to join him there. So just here and there where I can to help him out. So over on the North-South Connection.
All right, check that out. As for me, here on Place Nation Pop Experience, I host a virtual plethora of shows, part of the Video Jukebox Song of the Day, which drops every weekday at 8 a.m. on the feed. It's mostly myself, Steve Riddle, and Keith Langston, although we may have some guests coming in. Tim, you ever want to do a live watch of a music video? More than welcome to join us. More the merrier on that one. Also, check me out here on Stream Lounge. I'm pretty much here every Wednesday. I do Blockbuster Rewatch on one week, and the other weeks I do a Pixar Rewatch. And currently, I believe my next one, as of this stream, is Inside Out, which Steve Riddle will be joining me for. So those go up at those start at 8:30, where I do 3 Pixar shorts from 8:30 to 9, and then the full length feature at 9 o'clock. And then and for this, it's mostly usually around 9 o'clock Eastern, sometimes I do start a little earlier if we have a long movie. When the third time's the charm, I'm hoping with Nate Milton to do Wakanda Forever. We're going to start that at 8:30. And then, Tim, you're going to be back here with me, actually, in probably a little less than a month to kick off my Star Wars rewatch series with episode 4, A New Hope. I'm very excited to have you on that one. You know, if that, live watch is anything like this one, I think I'm in for a treat, and then the audience will be in for a treat as well. I'm really excited to get that kicked off. I've been wanting to do that for a while. I wanted to get through the MCU, and I'm pretty much caught up with that and done a few here and there, little blockbusters. And, sometimes I do stuff here on a Sunday when I'm doing things with Miranda. So just keep an eye out. Follow myself as Blockbuster Rewatch and Laugh in Theater here on Stream Lounge, and also some other pods, part of Trails of the Lost Arcs. Hopefully we try to do a monthly comics podcast, myself, Sean, Tim, and Shiflet. I also have Cartoons of Our Youth, myself and a guest talk about their favorite cartoon growing up, and we live watch 2 episodes. And then, lots of other, the Disney pod, myself, Miranda, and Steve, where we're going chronologically through the Disney full-length animated features. Our last one was Mulan, and our next one will be Tarzan. So we're almost into the year 2000. So very excited about that. And just keep an eye out. Lots of great stuff here over on the PlayStation Wrestling Network. I co-host a monthly show with Logan Crosland, where it's called Who's Next. We go through the last month of television for the NXT brand, and we give our thoughts. Lots of good stuff coming up. We have actually 2 episodes going to be dropping in the next few weeks. We have our regular pod, and then we're going to do a special Stand and Deliver preview and give our picks on that. And then check out everything over there on the PlayStation Wrestling Network. If you are a wrestling fan, a little something for everybody there. And also, like Tim mentioned, he is part of the family on the North-South Connection with their great mix of sports, pop culture, and wrestling. And they also are on YouTube. Tim, have you done the plunge into the YouTube for No Sound?
We have not yet, but soon enough, I'm sure.
Soon enough, yeah. They seem to getting everybody on board over there. All right, that's very cool. Great watches on the YouTube stuff. Though. Yeah. Even though I haven't done one, it's been a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was part. I watched along when they did the last NXT Takeover live. That was a lot of fun. Tim Taylor did a great job steering the ship, and they had my co-host Logan on there, and Jenny and JT. Yeah, they all did a good job. And check out PlayStation.com every day. All the pods are on there. We have some articles that go up as well, and the Place to Be Facebook group. All types of fun stuff. All right, cool. So so I want to say again another big thank you to Tim Slomka for joining me for Batman Returns, and I'm really looking forward to you coming back here for Star Wars Episode 4. It's going to be a fun time. All right, cool.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Tim.